Hi there, I'm Sam from Trading Strategies Tested, and today we are going to take a look at the MACD. The strategy we're going to test is the simple MACD crossover. And I know that there are a lot of MACD strategies out there, including some secret ones, and we might take a look at those in a later video. But right now, simply to get a baseline for ourselves, I'm going to only focus on the MACD simple crossover. And the rules for this is pretty simple and straightforward. We're going to use MACD with its regular setup, its default setup of fast setting of 12, a slow setting of 26, and a signal at 9. And what we're simply going to do is when the MACD line crosses the signal line, that is going to be our main signal, and we're going to look for buys when the MACD and the signal line are below 0, and we're going to look for sells when they are above 0. We're going to set our stop loss level at the closest support or resistance level, and then simply set our take profit target, and then simply set our take profit level at 1.5 of the risk. So let me just show you what that looks like on the chart over here. By the way, this chart's a PDF with the rules as well as the previous videos I've done already, and you can download this. And I'm also going to probably release the indicator that I created for this, just to make it simple. And the indicator is a trading view indicator, and it just encapsulates the rules of the strategy, so it's easy for you to try it for yourself without having to try and dissect a chart. So the rules of the strategy is mostly embedded inside the indicator. You can download it or actually apply it to your chart or trading view. And if you guys are interested, let me know, and maybe I'll create a MetaTrader 4 or 5 indicator that does the same thing. But currently I have it available for TradingView. So this is what the chart example looks like. As you can see, we have a sell over here because both the MACD, which is the blue line, and the signal line, which is the orange line, are both above the 0 line over here, which is the histograms. And over here we have a buy because we have both of them below the 0 line, and the MACD is crossing over the signal line heading up. Okay, so that's the basic setup. And what we're going to do next is to start testing. We're going to do 100 tests, and let's see what happens. I'm very curious to see. I don't have very high hopes for this, but it'll be interesting to get some real figures behind this and see what it looks like. Translating that directly to a chart, here we have the chart we just used for our example, and you can see we have the same setup right here. The MACD, I just made it MACD dots, so it's easy to pick exactly when they cross, and you can see it's simply 12, 26, and 9, and that's pretty much it. So let me maybe just make it, well, I don't even need to make it a little bit more thicker or anything like that, because we have the dots, so I'm not going to be concerned about that. So let's leave it as is. I'm currently looking at the S&P 500 5 minutes. Really, you can use it for anything. I'm using S&P as a proxy for stock trading, because I would like to test not just for Forex or crypto, but also stocks, of course. In this case, I'm using the S&P. And maybe in the next example, we'll use something different. We'll see how it goes. Or if you have requests, just let me know, and I can do that. Okay, so we're going to work backwards again, do 100 tests, and tally the results as we go. So we're going to look at Yeah, this is a little bit of a difficult example maybe, but let's see. Nevertheless, we might not be able to really use this as an example because this might be not enough, and we're actually looking at the market as it is. But let's see what we have here. Okay, so entry point is right over here. And I'm going to do this at the end of whatever the bar is, because these signals might or might not show up. In other words, they might signal on and off while the bar is forming. So I'm going to actually take the very next bar at the open. So I'm going to go one to the right. Okay, so this is where it happened, and this is where I'm going to take it. Once this has been confirmed as stable. Okay, so we have, I'm going to put a stop loss down there. And over here you can see we have our risk reward ratio 1.5, and I'm going to dial it down to 5, and we can see it, we comfortably make that. So this is actually a good trade, right? That's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to record this on our little window over here, and once I've started that process, I'm actually going to mute and just run through this and record the results, and I'll see you at the end of 100 tests, and we'll see exactly how well it works if you only use the regular straightforward MACD crossing for your trading. Sticking to intraday trading, so counting this as invalid. Would have been no trade in this case, would have exited where we entered, and it's therefore not a winner or a loser, so just ignoring it. All right, and just one left to go. So let's do it, shall we? Right, so to recap, both MACD and the signal line are below, so we're looking for a buy. This is the entry. I'm going to take the next one because here it might have changed, right? So over here we know it's stable, we enter right there. We set our stop loss to either last support resistance or something else that makes sense in the short term. Closest one, risk to reward ratio set to 1.5. Get it? And of course that's almost impossible to do. Let's just make sure. Okay, yeah, it hit it right there. So that's awesome. Okay, 21.06. 21.06. Okay, and there you have it. So we have a 54% win ratio for just straight MACD crossovers. Basic rules, basically saying that when the MACD and the signal line are below zero line, we're going to buy when there's a crossover, and the reverse for when it's above, like over here. Both the signal and MACD are above, and MACD crosses the signal line, we're going to sell. And we set it to the closest stop loss level, and then a win ratio 1.5, and this is what we got. So in terms of money, 65% versus 35. Oh, that's a little bit ugly. Anyways, so we got roughly $617 there and 337 on the losing side. So hey, that's actually not bad. That's actually better than what I thought. I actually was expecting it to be pretty much 50-50. And in terms of win-losing ratio, we can see that it is pretty close, I mean 54%. But in terms of profitability, as long as you stick to your money management, which is, hey, the most important thing of trading, right? You can actually get a pretty darn good return on this very simple strategy of just using the MACD and just using the crosses. So that was very interesting and actually surprising as far as I'm concerned. So next time we'll be delving a little bit deeper into it and maybe look at some of the secret MACD trading strategies that everyone's talking about, and see if we can improve on this number. So that's very interesting. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And remember to like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this far, and I hope to see you next time. Cheers.